My name is Dimitri Lazarov, half French, half British, studying in a hospitality school in Lausanne. And I am the co-organizer of this amazing campaign done with Mr. Marco Gombe and Samson Kapinga. It was a hell of an adventure. It started little, finished very big. I think it was a fabulous success, thanks to a good communication, a good teamwork, and a very last moment reaction system that made us control every situation. I think we involved more or less 8,000 people, so we had a broad impact, and we took all the stakeholders together, so schools, universities, companies, NGOs, even banks, agencies such as UNESCO and other UN agencies. It was very interesting also to talk to all these people, all these different passionate people, and try to find a solution together. I love these projects because they don't make sense, in the sense that, why would I go to Tanzania to do a sustainable tourism experience, and why would I have an idea of doing a waste management program in Tanzania? It doesn't really make sense. So that's why I loved it. It started actually in India. We went to India in 14 days on bicycles to raise money for school. It was intense during the stay, but I was so happy to have done it, because for 1 year after I just had so many good memories. And I think life is too short to wait, and adventure is what makes you alive. Tanzania started, and I would like to thank her too, thanks to Nice Marie. She's a legendary student I had in Switzerland, and she talked to me about Tanzania a lot, like day and night. Tanzania, 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 Tanzania. I was just listening, and I think that the name got in my head. It must go. I was looking for a project to do with sustainability, or NGOs more or less. And then she gave me a contact of Mike.
City Clean campaign was established with different main objectives. One of the objectives is to bring all the stakeholders together for the cause of environment. But another objective is to work with the people who have already been doing this, and at the same time inspiring others who haven't been doing this. Also, we are working on this to make sure that we build the network of different stakeholders to come together. The solution about conserving environment cannot be one size fits all. Every place has the nature of the waste, which is dominating the place. So even the solutions which we will come up with have to be into different, according to the compatibility of the areas. Starting from Arusha, going to Moshi, going to Dar es Salaam, going to Zanzibar, we learned a lot. It was a learning process, and it still is. Every place that you are going, there are these domestic, common wastes which are dominating the place. I remember one of the places we cleaned up in Arusha, we got a lot of old cloth. But you go other places, you find there are a lot of plastic bottles. We cleaned in Dar es Salaam into Salenda Bridge, the biggest river which is flowing everything into the ocean. We collected more than 38 syringes. And then these syringes, they are swept away into the beach, where our children, our brothers, our sisters, and everyone is jumping into the water. So you can see, if not City Clean, who would have done it? We have found that there are domestic different waste which is coming from the houses and the households. And then they are not treated as the waste. For example, we went to a beach in Zanzibar, and we found a lot of old fishing net. So people, they don't see that as the waste, but it's the waste, and they were like really buried into the sand. So this is also understanding the mindset, understanding the real problems.
There was also one person I found could be amazing is Tom.
Hello, I'm Tom. I'm from England, but I have connections to Tanzania through my wife. One of my biggest passions here is cleaning up the city, cleaning up the beaches, the rivers. I do a clean up at least 5 days a week for a minimum of 3 hours, sometimes 6. At the moment I'm doing about kind of 70 bin bags a week on my own, and that I make sure that everything I collect goes to the appropriate places. The most asked question I get is, why do you do it? And to be truthful, I don't know why I do it, but it needs to be done. Not only does it affect us, it affects the wildlife. Trash on the beach comes from the sea. Now, the sea both brings it in and takes it back out. Sea life is mistaking that for food, and they eat it and they die. Cleaning up is one thing, and dealing with the problem is an entirely different matter. And there is solutions to it, but making sure that the problem gets to the solution is a talent in itself. I do this mostly because other people don't. Everyone in Tanzania has a role to play in this. You might not be part of the problem, but it's very easy to be part of the solution.
Hello. Thank you for this opportunity to share my experiences and reflections on our participation in the Clean Tanzania experience today. My initial interest comes from the fact that I've lived in Moshi and Arusha for about now 2.5 years, and as beautiful as these places are, it is so difficult to see them be littered with so much just general trash, and knowing that there are so many ways that it could be handled more effectively. I was in Zanzibar, and I was on a side near where the ferry comes in, and when the tide went out, the amount of trash was just awful, and it just reinforced to me that these beautiful places are being destroyed simply because of lack of awareness, lack of ability to properly dispose of these items, and also knowing what type of items are best to even purchase to limit the possibility for trash in the long term. So I got excited about this opportunity, and then when we were connected with Clean Tanzania, I was really excited to see somebody already had a plan for what to do, and that we just needed to bring our students from this conference that we're hosting with students from across the continent together to help them understand the issues we face here and how it relates to what they are dealing with in their own countries and what we could do to sustainably address this issue. Because this is impacting them. Especially when you start to think about how we can be proactive instead of reactive, which today's activity was, but it's just the reality of the times that we find ourselves in. But when we have young people who are starting to already think about ways that they can change the way we interact even with items that then become trash, I think they are truly in an amazing place to start to help us think differently. When I think about some of the ideas that some of them shared as we had a session of creative problem solving and sustainability, and they already were thinking of things like even what we serve food on, having it be edible in terms of leaves that they could use, or even when they started talking about how we are so impacted by this fast fashion craze and what's being left, and that they were very cognizant of the numbers of things that we found in different categories. Plastics absolutely, unfortunately, were the biggest, and so they talked about what are some ways we can even limit our use of plastic. But clothing was definitely another, and so them talking about what are some ways we can not only limit our use of all of these new clothes that we don't do anything about again, and how we can start to train people who could be in a position to use their tailoring skills to make creative, reusable fabrics and prints from these things instead of them constantly cluttering our environment.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yesterday we picked up around 400 kilos of waste in 2 hours. We're going to do something positive for our Mother Nature. We know that it's not a sustainable solution, but at least we are doing something and we are influencing other people.
Hello, my name is Jennifer Humphrey. I'm working with Viva Tanzania as the volunteer coordinator. Our organization normally deals with accommodating or hosting the volunteers from all abroad, coming here for various projects. Yeah, today we were very, very happy to be invited with Cite Clean Tanzania program for cleanest, of which we participated on cleaning River Ngarinaro. For the people who were around who saw us doing this, will learn from us, like we have to keep our environment clean. We have to keep on doing this. We don't have to wait until we are going to be invited again and again.
Hi everyone, my name is Kristen Harun from the Changemakers Foundation. We feel honored and great to be invited by the city to participate in the activity of cleaning the River Ngarinaro. A number of members participated effectively. And the issue of cleaning the environment doesn't matter according to age or gender. It's everyone's duty. Tunza mazingira na yenyewe ya kutunze. Thank you so much.
Well, my name is Tarisani Ngube. I'm the country director for the Foundation for Tomorrow here in Tanzania. Today we had an awesome, beautiful day of community cleaning. I think what was very important today was that sense of community, that sense of teamwork, that sense of togetherness in terms of raising awareness on the importance of keeping the environment clean, not just for today's generations, but for future generations and generations to come. We are so much happy that the Foundation for Tomorrow, together with City Clean Tanzania, managed to convene this first important step to raise awareness about the importance of cleaning. We had other like-minded organizations like La Solstice and CASE, and schools like Arusha Science, and alumni from the Foundation for Tomorrow taking part.
Well, today we had a city cleaning activity whereby we went to clean around the Usa place in Arusha. Well, it was fun, quite experience. We met new friends. Well, we also learned skills of cleaning, also teamwork.
I think it was an intergenerational kind of like space where we brought in the young and the advanced in age to kind of like do it together. One of the things that we need to urge the surrounding community as a sustainability plan is to ensure that we meaningfully and actively involve them. They should not be bystanders when such activities happen. They should be meaningfully and actively involved. So for sustainability, we are going to engage the local leadership and get them to be our champions in terms of motivating and advocating and inspiring the community to take up regular, ongoing and continuous cleanup exercises.
This is an opportunity to all youth. We should really take care of our environment because we are the one to continue this generation. As we keep the environment clean, our generation behind will find the environment safe and there won't be any global effects to the society.
So thumbs up to City Clean Tanzania for the beautiful work in convening this space so that we keep Tanzania clean and we keep our communities clean. Asanteni sana.
Being here for the environment. People are aware about the environment, but they still need to be reminded. I've had like mixed feelings with the campaign. At the beginning, when we started this campaign, I felt that we're going to achieve. Though I knew, I was feeling that there will be challenges which will come along, but I said, yeah, this is the step to learn. We thought of the better, but we achieved the best. We came together. We didn't leave any stakeholder behind. And this is giving us hope. When you believe in something and you stand for it, and you make sure that people, they understand what you are doing, you'll achieve it. It doesn't matter how hard it is.
Hello world, my name is Nancy Ngotea from Zara Charity. Today we're here at Springlands Hotel. We just finished the cleanup. We want to thank City Clean Tanzania for involving us in this program of cleaning our country. All the way from France coming to Tanzania, organizing this cleanup. We are very grateful for that.
Kwa majina anaitwa David Kimaro, ni afisa mazingira. Kwa eneo ambalo tumefanya usafi, eneo la Tembo Road, kwa maana kuanzia kwenye entrance ya Zara Tours kwenda eneo la Manyema. Ukipita kwa haraka haraka unaona eneo kwamba ni lisafi, lakini baada ya kwenda field tumegundua kwamba kuna changamoto. Na changamoto zinatokana na kwamba wakazi majirani wa pande zote mbili za barabara kutokuwa makina utunzaji na uhifadhi wa takataka. Wito wangu kwa wananchi wa Boma Mbuzi, waone kama ni changamoto kwao. Sisi tumetoka maeneo mengine, tumekuja kufanya usafi kwenye maeneo yao. Kwa hiyo wenyewe wachukulie kama changamoto.
Naitwa Regina Olisoni, mimi ni pota. Kusafisha mlima kunasaidia sana kwa sababu mlima ni kitu unatakiwa kiendelee kwa vizazi vijavyo, na kuboresha mlima ni kitu kizuri, maana tunapotunza mazingira yetu na mlima wetu utazidi kuwa mzuri na mandhari itaonekana vizuri kwa watalii na kwa sisi hapo pia.
We want to thank the government who was involved today in the cleanup. We want to thank Mount Kilimanjaro Porter Society who supported us today, giving us the people that we needed to clean up. We want to tell everyone in Tanzania to get involved whenever the cleanup comes up, to get aware of our environment and to help everyone protect the environment for the future of the next generation. Thank you everyone. We welcome you all to Tanzania. We welcome you all to Zara Tours. Thank you.
The Recycler is a waste management company that deals with the collection of waste and recycling and make sure that all waste that is collected is having a solution and properly managed. We have a number of projects that are dealing with waste management. One includes recycling, where all waste that is collected and can be recycled is taken for recycling. We also deal with upcycling, and we have projects that deals with protein production, but also we deal with the waste to energy projects where we collect materials that cannot be recycled but have calorific value. So we use these materials as the raw material for energy production. Waste management is one of the important areas in human life because statistics shows that deaths that are caused by pollution, from air pollution, water pollution, is more compared to the deaths that are caused by road accidents or HIV/AIDS, tuberculosis. So it's very important that we manage our waste properly, and because of that we can reduce the number of deaths significantly. One of the solutions that could help the waste management area to be successful is to involve the community. Every person can produce waste, whether you are aware or you are not. When you eat your food, then you have food remains. When you buy water, you have the plastic container remain. When you drink soda, you have the glass bottle, or you have the plastic bottle remain. Packaging material. These industries are moving away from using the glass bottle, which can easily be recycled, and they go into plastic bottle.
Hello, my name is Jessica Gadako, and I'm the project manager at Takaniajira Foundation. So what is Takaniajira? Actually, it means waste is employment. And so we've built a foundation around this and trying to create sustainable, decent jobs around waste management. So we've actually developed a program called Global Waste Pickers Day program, and that focuses on recognizing, formalizing, and valuing waste pickers in Tanzania and in Africa.
The waste that is being produced in Dar es Salaam is more than 4,600 tons every day, and what is being collected is less than 50%. So we are creating projects around waste recovery as well as supporting the waste pickers. We need to recognize them, we need to formalize waste pickers, and as well as valuing their impact, their effort, and their contribution to the climate change.
Habari, jina langu ni Odilia Johnson. Kwa siku ya leo nimefanikiwa kupata fursa ya kufanya usafi maeneo haya ya Surrender Bridge kupitia Binti Makini Foundation na kampeni ya City Clean. Nimefurahi kupata nafasi hii. Mimi kama mdau wa usafi nimeona ni vyema kufanya usafi maeneo ya bahari kwa sababu ni sehemu ambapo iko vulnerable. Lakini pia kupitia kampeni hii ningependa wazazi pia washirikishe watoto wao kwa sababu wao ndio the future generation, waweze kupata idea ya kufanya usafi, waweze kutunza mazingira pia. Ningetamani ambayo mazingira sisi tumeyakuta tuzidi kuyaboresha ili kizazi kijacho nacho wayakute na wenyewe nao pia wayaendeleze.
Kwa majina naitwa Zaidi Hassan Basile. Ni mwanafunzi mwaka wa kwanza chuo cha bahari hapa Dar es Salaam. Sisi ni wadau wakubwa wa bahari. Kwa hiyo leo tumejumuika katika tukio hili la kusafisha mazingira katika eneo hili la Surrender Bridge. Kwa kweli ni furaha kwetu na ni fahari kwetu kwa sababu ni sehemu ya chuo chetu kuhifadhi mazingira katika weledi wetu, lakini pia nitumie fursa hii kualika na kuhamasisha vijana wenzangu katika vyuo mbalimbali hapa Tanzania kushiriki katika matukio kama haya ya msingi na ni muhimu katika taifa letu, ukizingatia sasa hivi kuna mabadiliko makubwa ya tabia nchi. Kwa hiyo ni wakati mwafaka wa kuyazingatia mazingira na kuendea vile ambavyo inatakiwa. Kwa hiyo nitoa shukrani zangu za dhati kwa taasisi hii ambayo tualika leo, na kwa kweli tumefarijika na chuo cha bahari. Kwa kweli sisi tunayo fahari kubwa kushiriki katika matukio kama haya mengine na mengine.
Habari, kwa jina naitwa Mike Kasaka, ni balozi wa taasisi ya serikali ya Binti Makini Foundation. Leo hii tumekuja hapa katika fukwe za Surrender, daraja la Surrender, ambapo tumekuja kusafisha fukwe yetu. Kiukweli tunapenda kushukuru taasisi ya Binti Makini kwa kushirikiana na City Clean ambapo walianzisha hii kampeni ambayo inahusika kwenye usafishaji wa bahari, na leo imekuwa ni fursa kwetu kuja kushiriki na taasisi nyingine kama Women in Diplomacy katika kusafisha fukwe zetu.
Kwa majina naitwa Kisa Gohagi, ni program officer kutoka taasisi inaitwa Binti Makini Foundation. Ni taasisi ambayo inajihusisha na vijana zaidi, lakini kwa siku ya leo tumefurahi kuja kufanya usafi katika hizi fukwe za Surrender kama mnavyoziona. Ni sehemu ambayo kwa kweli ilikuwa ni chafu sana, lakini hao wenzetu ambao ni City Clean Tanzania wameweza kuona.
And we've been successful because we've been flexible. We've been changing from one day to another. And to even tell you a little anecdote, when we received the email from the UN, we were 12 hours away by bus from the capital of UN in Tanzania, Dar es Salaam. And in 20 minutes we took a decision to jump in this local bus to do 12 hours there, 1 hour meeting, 12 hours back, just for this meeting with UN. And that's why we got UN, because they saw that we were motivated. And no one and nothing can stop motivation.
This activity which takes place today here in Dar es Salaam and next week in Zanzibar at Tanzania marks to this global campaign, which is a joint effort by City Clean Tanzania, UN staff here present, and youth to raise awareness on climate change and the role of communities in addressing this global issue.
Niwashukuru sana kwa kujitokeza, niwashukuru sana kwa kuja na kushirikiana nasi katika kampeni ya City Clean. Nawashukuru kwa sababu ujio wenu pamoja na ratiba nyingi zilizokuwa zimenibana, lakini nimefurahi kwa sababu mmekuja muda mwafaka wakati mkoa wa Dar es Salaam huko katika kampeni ya safisha pendezesha Dar es Salaam.
So I'm Susan Degeling from Kawa Training Center. We have been doing beach cleanups almost since we started our training center. When I first came to Zanzibar, we had this big problem with the plastic bags, these little blue, very thin plastic bags that you could find everywhere. And the government one day decided to stop it. It's just, for us, it seemed like from one day to the next day we were not allowed to use plastic bags anymore. And it gave me a lot of hope to see that it's possible to change. But what I'm seeing now, the change is really slow. Our beaches are getting flooded with plastic bottles, single-use plastics. It's not necessary. We can do other things. We have everything that we need on this island to produce our own cups from bamboo, or we don't need all this plastic. It's not even coming from here, it's all imported. We used to have no plastic on this island, so there's no need to drown ourselves in plastic here. Mostly the youth coming from the countryside, they don't have money to pay for the school fees. So, but we still want them to come and join our training. So what we thought is, okay, let them do something to pay back their school fees. So they are cleaning the beach every morning. We have about 60 students, and we're cleaning about a stretch of 4 kilometers on the beach. Every morning for 1 hour they have to come and clean the beach. But cleaning the beach is not enough, because then you have a lot of waste. What are you going to do with it? So while they are cleaning, they already separate the waste. There is the waste that's not recyclable, then we have recyclable waste, and then we have what we call gold, the waste that is worth money. So we have the little bottle tops, HDPE plastic. We have some other things that sometimes we find pottery pieces or pieces of metal that we can use for making art. So we put that in our gold bag. And then we think, what can we do with the products that we have that are recyclable? So a few months ago we started our upcycling center. So the students, they create art from the waste that we find on the beach. They're all inspired to do something to make their own life sustainable. And we are very happy to meet up with City Clean Tanzania. We received the message if we would like to work together. And of course cooperation is very important, because we are cleaning only 4 kilometers of the beach and there's a lot more to be done. And to share ideas is very important with other organizations. And we hope that City Clean Tanzania will have a more of a helicopter view of what's going on in Tanzania and in Zanzibar, so we can come to a good solution together.
Naitwa Mohamed Omar Juma, ni Kawa Environment Club Manager. Nimekuwa nafanya masuala haya ya usafi pamoja na Kawa kwa miaka 4 sasa. Pale mimi ni mwalimu wa masuala ya mazingira. So tumekuwa tunafanya haya masuala ya mazingira kwa upande wa beach kwa sababu ya kushajihisha watu kufanya usafi wa fukwe. Fukwe ni sehemu nzuri, unaweza kukaa ukaenjoy ikiwa safi. Pia una protect, unalinda yale maisha ya marine life creatures ambao wapo pale wanaopatikana sehemu za fukwe na baharini vile vile kiujumla.
Yeah, I think the most important thing is to do it and not to think like, okay, tomorrow or next year or after I have done this I can start cleaning the beach, because cleaning the beach is the easiest thing you can do. You just take a bag and you put the taka inside the bag. And we believe is not forcing people to do it, but by doing it, hopefully other people will follow.
Good morning. My name is Michel Toto, UNESCO representative in the United Republic of Tanzania. I would like to say that UNESCO and the UN family is here together with local authorities, student NGOs, to show that we must do everything to save our burning planet. It is an awareness day to make people conscious, aware of damages that they cause to our environment. We need all of you, we need all hands on deck for a faster and stronger action. Our time is very short. Thank you.
To the Tanzanian youth, I would like to tell them that jiamini, be confident, and then do it, fanya. Don't be afraid, usiogope. There are so many things, there are so many challenges which will face you, like right ahead on your face. And sometimes you feel like you have lost your way. And sometimes you feel like, oh, am I doing the right thing? But as long as you believe in what you are doing, and you know what you are doing, and you work with the people, the right people, you will achieve it. 3 more words to close: conserve, protect, and sustain. Thank you very much.
I feel that in life you learn always much more when you're obliged to learn, and this experience was very rich in itself, because we sometimes arrived in situations with people who do not have the same culture, not the same values, and not the same communication. So it's very interesting and very complex to interact and find a common understanding in this situation. The experience was also the one of having a dream and making it happen with people who were very motivated. So that was very interesting. What was really amazing too, it's the philanthropic aspect, meaning that meeting people who fight each day to make a better world without involving unnecessary reward for themselves. So that was very interesting. On the other side, we also met a lot of people who are doing what you call greenwashing, so NGOs who were doing as if they cared, but in reality there was always a hidden side, hidden aspect to what they were doing. On the global aspect, Tanzanians are really amazing people. We didn't have one incident, never felt in danger. Very good dancers, that was very good, and have very good beer here. So it was also very nice, because we never knew when we were working or when we were relaxing, because all our ideas came when we were relaxing on the beach, and when we were working we were also having a lot of fun. So it was a very intense 1 month, and honestly I felt, well, because we came back today to Mushi, and I felt it lasted a week, because everything went so smoothly, and when you're addicted to something, you don't see the next day as a day more, but as a day less. So yeah, we're also very excited for future collaborations, and we have faith in our partners, so the national and international partners, to bring this next step. My favorite situation, I think, was meeting the leader of the Changemakers Foundation and the Greenmakers, Mr. Baltazari, because he was someone extremely incredible. He could literally, I think, move Kilimanjaro by motivating people. He's someone efficient, very intelligent, and he has great projects. And we hope that we will be able to collaborate with him in the future. And my worst, I think, experience was trying to understand the logic behind the protocol with the public administration. I think that was, understanding how to get a permit with a regional commissioner, taking into account the district commissioner. Are they in the city council? No one knows. It's really very interesting. It's also a huge opportunity to thank all the team, and especially one person, that unfortunately could not finish the trip with us. But he's one of the person with the most amazing heart and the most motivated person is Haji, the waste manager who was our age, and he was touching from the heart. A straight guy, and we hope that we'll see each other soon. Starting with 18 NGOs and signing a specific day with 12 United Nations agencies to finish is what you call a great success. On the other aspect, it's also important to note that there are so many people that you don't see that are doing what we're doing every day. It's what you call pickers. And we have a tremendous respect for these people who are from 10, 15 years old to 80 years old and who pick up waste all day to make a revenue of 2,000 shillings, so that's less than $1 a day. So I think we should have a special dedication for them. And they're amazing people. For the next trip, I think we will have a better organization, and we will be more efficient and maybe stick to a more specific public, that is schools. We also realized during this trip that raising awareness is possible. And people who say that sustainability is not possible in these countries on the long term, I think that if we go to the communities, if we go straight on, if we are transparent, it's easily doable, and that's what we've been doing. We have seen a direct impact, and we should be very proud of ourselves.